All right, everyone, we are on episode 5. Is Keyfree going to save them? Or will these apprentices save themselves? Let's start. Well, that's an exciting start already with the dragon coming at us. It's another dead end. Oh, are they running in a circle? So it's a maze. Okay, so they're trying to. Okay, what is this episode? The Dragon's Labyrinth. Okay, I don't understand why Coco saw that, magic crest or sigil in the wall earlier. She's had pointed that out because they're running in circles. Why not run towards a destination? At the same time, similar to how I was playing Silent Hill, I was scared and flustered. They are also being chased by a giant dragon. So I'm not blaming her for forgetting that, but it's something to point out. Thank you for saving the hat when we're in danger. Does the hat really matter that much? Or maybe it does within this culture. Maybe it has great importance for them. Coco's putting effort. She's trying because, she feels bad for everything because as Tatia mentioned or expressed her blame for Coco for them being in this situation. Even though I don't think it's Coco's fault at all, Of what? Are you seriously asking if she's all right? Of course she's not okay. She's freaking scared and in distress. But it is also very considerate of Coco to ask because everyone is, in this heightened fear of the dragon. Are they going to survive? Okay, that was nice. That was a little nice twist. It's like I appreciate that because Coco realizes the situation that they're in and she's just trying to make light of it. And again, how old are they? Like 15, 16? So they're still very young and to be placed into such a dangerous, like crazy situation. How else are you going to respond to this? I would freak out, you guys. Like, oh my gosh. Exactly. Shaking with fear. I would be so terrified. I might even freeze. Wow, is that a new spell, a type of magic? That's so adorable and useful. That's like, oh my gosh, the best bed you could perhaps create for yourself. Look how comfortable it looks, you guys. That's like very mature of Tatia to apologize and realize that she was in the wrong and that what she said really affected Coco. That's so true, you guys. Sometimes, I'm not sure about that. Even though Coco is the new girl, I don't think it's Tatia's duty or responsibility to protect her. It's Keyfree's because they are under his apprenticeship. But at the same time, I think it shows Tatia's character and how much she cares for Coco and just in general, like their whole atelier as a whole. I feel like this world is the atelier almost like I understand it's like a teacher and student relationship, but also it's a family that you're forming, right, with these people. That's an interesting concept where you can create your own spells and experiment. As I mentioned earlier, right, this whole magic world or this witchcraft of theirs is very embedded in like physics. Oh, so it's like all types of magic that can be developed. So I wonder if there is a research like lab team that develops, or is it like each witch can really much develop their own spell and hone in on a certain topic, like, So then the whole organization where the outliers, the outcasts, they're the ones working on forbidden spells. I think they're forbidden spells because they're deemed as dangerous, not because, they can potentially cause harm and they're dangerous, but that doesn't mean that those witches are dangerous themselves. They're just a bit more on the eccentric or even a bit more ahead of the times for what's normal in this realm. Yes, dreams are all well and good, but you can't escape reality. Aga is very grounded, which I appreciate about her, but it's just her personality that needs a little bit of work. Exactly. So this is that endless maze concept. So if they were to erase that sigil or break the line, then perhaps they would be able to escape this maze. I hope Coco brings it back. I am glad Aga is taking a step back and not going berserk and yelling at Coco because they are in this situation together and she's willing to work as a team and take some criticism from Coco. So what do you guys think this dragon, what's going to attract his attention? If not fire, maybe water or thunder or lightning? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards water. I haven't seen them cast any like major besides like the element. So okay. What is the four? So it was water, earth, levitation, and fire. So out of all four of those, they've kind of used levitation and fire. So now it's really kind of earth and water. I'm thinking water, you guys. What? Okay. That kind of makes it sense. So like, why would you? That makes sense too. Like, why would you want the dragon's attention if you're trying to get to the crest, right? The spell. You want to be low on the radar. But I guess the whole point is the fire slowed it down. Huh, okay. Put it to sleep? I don't know. With the clouds? Who knows? What did I just say, you guys? I guessed it right. Put it to sleep. Yeah. See, I'm not sure if it's about getting comfortable. It's more like if you were having, if you have a spell that puts the dragon to sleep. I don't know. Even when she's in danger, she's worried about the dragon. That just shows Coco's caring nature. What do they have to lose? Potentially their life. Just saying. But if it works, great. But if it doesn't, you need a plan B, girl. Just in case. Just in case. Glad she's pulling it together in such a dangerous situation. Like, teamwork. I am glad Agathe is finally letting go of her own ego and working with these girls. So I think that's very true. Like, no one's really taught Coco the basics of magic. And if all the other girls are doing it in the same way, then it shows that they were taught how to do it properly. Similar to like going to art school. And like the more you do it, the more like ingrained the movement becomes. And it, rather than, you know, relying on your brain to really follow the lines or draw the lines, it's more muscle memory. So there's less of a cognitive load when you're drawing a specific thing. Like for Coco, she starts with, you know, drawing a straight line, and then a straight line transitions into a circle. Is Coco gonna come up with it? She's gonna come up with a solution. I wonder if like the more perfect of a circle it is, the more your spell is stabilized. Is that how this works? Okay, so only 2 of them have the levitation spells on their shoe. Why? Like all this time, like Coco and our girl could have drawn on their shoes. Just saying. All right, Riche is so cool. Like when she's quiet, she's like quiet. And then when she pops up, like that burst of personality, adorbs. And like this time you see her be really serious and competent. Yes. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but when I see the animation of just the lines being drawn, like the smooth line and just a nice curve, there's such a level of appreciation and satisfaction that I feel, because as an artist, I'm sure you've seen it, like how many times we kind of like just have to draw to get that perfect like stroke, the thickness and everything. Oh, the satisfaction when you get that down. Dang. These girls are just blowing this place up. So they selected a location and drew all the symbols. And now they're just signaling it to kind of activate all the spells to trigger. So it creates this smoke like whatever particle field. And then they're going to convert that into the fluff where the dragon will fly towards. Oh, sand cloud. So it's kind of like building a nest and a bed for this thing to sleep on because, you know, it was injured and all. How cute! How cute! That's a great premise. Magic used to make people happy. Yeah. Okay, y'all. What is Tatia's accent? What is that? Let me know, because she's Scottish? Irish? I don't know. Why did the boy follow them? Whoa, that was like dramatic. Is that the conjure or is that an attack? Oh my god, I would have done the same thing, Tatia. I was like, oh, break this seal and then we get out. But no, break the seal and then this whole dimension collapses. Oh boy. Oh no. Is that key free? Oh, just in time. It's crazy how our boy just made it just in time to save a guy and then, oh, what? That's crazy timing. But so very epic. He has crazy control over levitation. Oh, look at that. Whoa, he split the seal to like drop down and like avoid the dragon. Wow. Whoa, what a cool perspective, you guys. That animation was wicked cool. Oh, that is so flippin' cool. I was like, yes. I was like, this whole time, where did the budget? Where's the animation quality from the first episode? Now we finally get to see some of it. Oh, I am impressed. I feel a little bad for our dragon. Like this whole time we were with Coco and the team, we were a little invested in, like, the dragon as a living being, worrying about it getting hurt, giving it a comfortable bed, and then Keyfree just comes in and drowns the dragon. It's like, damn. Oh, whew, okay. It was only unconscious. She's like, oh, Keyfree is so cool. She is amazed, awestruck. Where's Coco? Where's Coco? I knew it. That was an interesting segment. Why is this guy so interested in Coco? Okay, that part I don't understand, but I do understand where it's like, he's gonna teach Coco everything that Keyfree never could or can or willing to. It's not that Keyfree can't, he's just not willing to because it's forbidden magic. Please cry. Oh my gosh, girl, don't hide your emotion, because she's been through so much, and the anime has to progress and all, but like having to cope with her mother's pretty much death, right? And now going through this, putting everyone in danger. So we haven't really seen her like have a mental breakdown yet at this point for some reason, and I feel like that's long overdue, because there's so much right now that this young child is suppressing, and it's not healthy for her. Those are very comforting words, but I wish she would just cry it all out, because since her mom's death, we haven't seen that. And I feel that would be more of an emotional connection that would develop. But at the same time, through this, we see how strong Coco is mentally as well, how she's able to compartmentalize. I imagine that would be very painful, and she's still going through life and trying her best in order to save her mom. That motivation like keeps her going, but it's a little hard to see because there's a disconnect on an emotional level here. Even though I see her crying, like I'm crying. You guys can't see it, but like I'm shedding tears right now. But I really want to see that one moment of really vulnerability and breakdown, and having this is like a moment right here where everyone survived. And I feel like because Aga has become more accepting of Coco, so maybe their friendship will grow throughout this and will be that shoulder for Coco to cry on. And like Keyfree as a teacher, like he's saying these nice words, but ultimately I have mixed feelings about how Keyfree really feels about Coco. He's a good person, but it's kind of like the Dumbledore thing with Henry. Oh my God, Henry with with Harry. Anyways, yes. All right, that was kind of like, well, expected. Keyfree's got a dark side, or he's just really on the hunt, like trying to find the brimmed hat character or this society. So I imagine it's definitely someone he knows. And yeah, oh, I like this side. This is interesting. This is a more like complex character development. I want to know his background. All right, the next episode is A Light on a Rainy Day. Well, that was a lovely episode. We have the action, the feels, and a little bit of everything, like the drop between the connection between the brimmed hat and Keyfree. And Keyfree's like darker side seeping out because of the situation, and I can't wait to learn more about his backstory. Catch you guys later.